Welcome to my channel. On my channel, I talk about philosophy, psychology, the things I experienced and learned from. I share my art and poetry. Every day, we get a new chance to make choices, and each little choice we make creates a big change in our lives, which is called the butterfly effect. And today, I chose to create my own little butterfly effect by sharing an effective way on how to use the negative assumptions and judgments other people make about you to improve your life, to gain success, and to gain mental strength. Because this is something that I did to create success, happiness in my life. And I'm gonna explain what I'm talking about. So, in the society we live in, and in the human nature, it has always rumors, judgments, and criticism has always been something that is a part of the society. And in the human nature, there is something called making assumptions of other people. Why? Because to survive, we all human beings has a survival mode, has survival instincts, and billion years ago, we humans needed to judge or criticize or use our discernment to protect ourselves from danger. And now, in the modern age we live in, people judge and gossip about people that they find threatening. They don't have to be life-threatening people, but in the modern age we live in, people are so in their ego that they find other people's self-love, inner peace, successes, and inner strength threatening. Another example of this is, for example, as women, as a beautiful, confident woman. When you are a confident woman or man, you will find that insecure men or women will gossip about you or will create judgments about you in their minds. Why? like I said, in the modern age we live in, we don't use our survival instincts to really physically survive. People use it to protect their fragile ego. In the modern age we live in, our ego tricks us and makes us believe in that other people gossiping about us or other people having wrong or bad misjudgments about us is something to be scared of. But I want you to listen very close to me. And I know a lot about this because I have experienced so many things and the things I have experienced have led me to be very self-aware and to be very aware of myself and of human nature and psychology. Don't ever, side note, don't ever underestimate the knowledge that someone can have. Because I might look young and I am young, but that does not mean that I don't know what I'm talking about. But what I was talking about is the human ego is not a bad thing. The human ego is there to protect us. To protect us from danger. We forget that the society we live in is manipulating us day and night into feeling fears and believing lies that are created in the media or news. The social media is the biggest example of how the society we live in trains us and trains our ego to fear what other people says. The reason why the society allows us to believe in this illusion is because our minds is very powerful, and mind control, and I'm talking very serious. Social media is the most effective way when it comes to mind control, because most people spend their day and night scrolling on social media, and we are not in control but what the internet might show us. And The biggest example of this is when COVID-19 was very dominant all around the world. And they've put all of us in lockdowns. We couldn't even leave the houses we live in. We were controlled. But it all started with fear from the television, from social media. Like, we all forgot about it. But remember that the society, the biggest way, the most effective way to control a human being is by inflicting pain and fear onto that person. And because of the capitalistic system we live in, many people live fear-based. We have two things that makes us human. The first thing is our ego, and the second thing is our soul, our higher self. But I will go deeper into this topic on another video. The reason why I thought all of this is to make you understand what I am about to share. And I was talking about how to turn the misjudgments and negative assumptions people make about you into something powerful in your life. How to turn that into something that can benefit you. First thing you need to remember is that the judgments other people make about you has nothing to do with you. It has only to do with how they view themselves and how they view the world. What you need to do in order to benefit from the negative projections or misjudgments that other people make about you is you should never take those misjudgments or projections personal. And then the next step is to see, for example, if someone criticizes you and says that you are lazy or that you, for example, are not good with drawing. This is just an example. Then you need to take that and you need to allow that to motivate you. Don't allow that misjudgment or criticism to make you feel insecure. You should use that as a motivation to better yourself. Because I believe the best revenge is success. Because the people that project those negative things onto you, they want you to be unhappy. They want you to stop. They want you to doubt For example, another example is if you have a very good friendship with someone and someone says, just someone makes an assumption about the person you are friends with, a bad assumption that is not true, and you know for sure that it is not true. The same with that. That is a way that people try to control your mind with fear in order to stop you from successes. Successes in friendship, success in your career, successes in your just in your personal achievements. Just they want to just put a blockage. One thing that's also very important is that you need to love yourself. You need to make your own decisions stronger than other people's negative assumptions. You need to make the belief you have for yourself stronger than the misjudgments that comes from other people. This was my advice on how to turn the negative assumption other people make about you into something very powerful, because I myself did this as well. For example, people told me that I would never get a house, that I would never achieve it, that it is not realistic for me. They had the misjudgment about me that I couldn't achieve anything. But right now, I'm sitting in my very first home. And I achieved it because I believed in myself. When you don't allow other people's negativity to impact your mind, then you can achieve anything you want. This is called the law of attraction. In spirituality, this is called placebo effect. In psychology, it has many terms, but all I can say is trusting myself, loving myself was the best thing I ever did. And also independence. Independence, not relying on other people, is also very important. Not relying on people on an emotional level, physical level, spiritual level. Don't rely on people, but to rely on yourself. Make the trust you have for yourself strong. And you can do this by journaling, by using affirmations, by doing things that makes you happy, and taking care of your health is very important. This was my video about how to turn negativity into something powerful, and also how the society we live in tries to control our minds with inflicting fear into our minds. So be aware and wake up. Thanks for watching my video. Have a nice and beautiful day. Bye.